Hello everybody, and today we're going to be upgrading our group member counter so that it is A, more functional, B, doesn't require any packages, we're not going to be using Bloxy, and C, it's just going to get rid of a lot of this useless code from here. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we are going to go and create a new folder inside our root directory, and this is going to be called functions, just like so. And then we're going to make a file in here called group counter.js. Okay, awesome. Now we're going to just require our first of all, we're going to make it a module. So module.exports equals asynchronous. We're going to require the client, and we're going to do a callback. Okay, so we're going to be using Roblox APIs. So first of all, we need to install a few dependencies. Now, these are just general dependencies for web, REST APIs. They're not too bad. So npm install -- save. So we're going to install Axios. And I'm just going to quickly make a new terminal. And we're just going to uninstall Bloxy at the same time. We're not going to be needing it anymore. So we're going to just quickly go in here and remove. Okay, it hasn't changed. It's kept my changes, but I don't need that because we're going to be doing that soon. Right. First, we need to export our client. So we have client of everything. Module.exports.client equals a client. And then we're just going to take all this for now and just comment it out. Which means if we run our bot, it's not going to work. Oh, it's removed Bloxy. Good, we can kill that console. And it should have installed Axios. Yes, it has. It's added the packages. Okay, so now we're just going to kill that terminal and start on our function. So root counter.js, and we're going to first get the target string. So const target string is equal to, and then in quotation marks, https://groups.roblox.com/v1/groups, and then your group ID. I'm going to be using a PRC's group ID for this episode, so 4328109. Okay, so next we're going to get our packages. So const Axios equals require Axios. Const message embeds equals require discord.js. And it's easier to require it if you just do a blank one, because then you can see all the classes. Next, we're going to just do a quick variable, which is going to be our last member count. So var last member count. Next, we're just going to do a quick start. So console.log member count is running. And then we're going to start a set interval, which is basically going to be our loop, and it's going to check every 30 seconds how long it has taken. No, it's going to check every 30 seconds if the group member count has changed or not. Okay, don't know my wording then. Set interval. Yeah, so just type it out like this. I have a few modules installed on my VSC, so it's auto done it for me. As long as it's like that, then we're just gonna put async here, and we're going to set the interval. So the interval is going to be 30, so 30 times the 60 for a second, and then we're going to make it in actual seconds. So this is minutes. If you want to make it seconds, it'll be 100. Right, cool. Now we can just write our function. Const target equals, and then whatever target you want, I'm just going to do 5 million. 1,000. Okay, that's it. We'll do 50 million. Right, and then we're just going to get our channel. So const channel equals clients.channels hash.get, and I'm just going to type out my channel ID. So 831802045. I could type it out. No, I'm just going to get it. So primary, I'll do it in general. Get the ID of general, paste it in there. All cool. Then we're going to use Axios. So Axios, no, we're gonna put the request to a variable. So const request equals Axios dot get target string, and we're going to await it just in case there's some issues with like speed or anything, so it's not instant. And then we're going to start with our current count. So const current count is equal to request.data.member count. So I'm just going to quickly start our index bit now. Client.on ready async callback. Okay, and I'm just going to require our new function. So const member function equals require, and we're going to get our functions and our group counter. So I'll just call it group function. And then all we have to do is run a group function. If it does anything automatically, just delete it. Group function, pass in our client. So now we don't actually need to have module.exports.client, so we can just delete that. And we're now going to just quickly console.log request. And we're not going to do the whole request, we're just going to get the data. And if I run this, it should work. Nope, not that. Right. Listening, member count is running. And I'm just gonna quickly lower this to 5. So it instantly runs. It also won't check on the bot start. It will only check after the first 30 seconds or whatever. Let's give it a minute. Is this running? Okay. Its member count is running, but it's not setting the interval for some random reason. Maybe it wasn't saved. Right. Okay. Don't worry about that for now. It will work regardless. I'll show you at the end if it decides to work. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So it's finally found the data. It's probably my really bad connection speeds, but here is the stuff we need. So this is like the ID of the group, the name, the description, the owner. If the owner has premium, they do not. What I show them for G is their user ID, and then I have a then there's the shout, so the latest shout, and then it'll say who did it, etc. And then we have the property called member count, which if we go back down is what I defined here. Right, cool. Now we can just finish this off. We are going to do, so we've got on our current count. We're just going to now increase this back up to 30. And we're going to do if the current count actually exists, and we can continue. If it doesn't exist, then we can't do anything. No, because we're going to check if the current count is not equal to last member count. And continue. So the const amount left is going to be our target minus the current count. And then we're just going to use our channel.send new message embed. And then we can literally go into our index and just grab what it has here. Because this is the exact same. I'm not going to be changing it. You know, you should know how to customize an embed. Yeah, like that. You can have it be any way you want. And now we're just going to quickly finish it off by setting the last member count. Yeah, so after this, last member. No, wait. We need to set it in here. Last member count. No. Right, last member count is equal to current count. Yeah, that would work. Okay, so now we're just going to quickly run and test this. Forgotten what channel we'll put it up as. Okay, so we might have had an error. No, I just need to wait the 30 seconds. Okay, for testing purposes, I'm literally just gonna lower this down to 5 again. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. Right. This is probably okay. It's not changing because the member count itself hasn't changed. Um. Okay, current member count is not defined. Ah, yeah, that's why. Right. In our code, we didn't define the same things. So current count is going to be this. Target is going to be amount left. And then I'm just gonna change this to our target. So it's all dynamically changing. Okay, now this will work. I'm just gonna quickly do the VC portion. So all we do is grab the ID of the VC, and then we're just gonna create a new variable, const VC equals clients.channels.cache.get, and then all we need, there's only one line we need to change in here, and at the bottom it's going to be vc.setName, and that's going to be in template literals, just our member count. Doesn't matter what you call this. And then we're going to get our current count. Okay, let's start. This should work. Okay, there you go. It did just change, and in general it did. But the message. Now, obviously, this is literally a very blank base plate. You can do whatever you want with this. You can, style it however you want. You can change a few things. If you change something and it doesn't work, revert back to it. Then ask me on my Discord server what you sent and then what it was before, and then I'll try and fix it. Right. Okay, that should be everything. Um, I hope you enjoyed this episode. They do put effort. There is effort put into these. I'm going to be uploading twice a week from now on. So I need ideas. Drop them in the Discord. I'll probably do them if they seem reasonable. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you have a nice day.